What's up everyone and welcome to our new Sketch Sunday tutorial. In today's video we're drawing Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. Let's get started by sketching a circle in the center of our page to define the size of the head. So we use a side grip, starting at the very top. Just going to work our way around the left side, just very lightly. Because we're eventually going to erase out this circle and come in towards the middle. Go back up to the top and work our way around the right side. I'm going back and just readjusting the shape of our circle using these short, choppy lines. Now we're going to add some guidelines to help with the symmetry of our drawing. Let's start at the very top of our circle, sketch a line coming all the way down towards the bottom, and extend that up towards the top. And then we'll add another guideline on the side of our circle. And now we're going to add another guideline going across the center, the top, and bottom of our circle. Let's start on the left. So we come in. I just got a light grip of our pencil. We don't want to go too hard. Now we're going to move out to the side and draw two circles for the eyes. We're going to start halfway between the outside of a circle and that center point. Start at the top, just going to lightly sketch out a circle. Just around that size. I'm going to line this up on the right and do the same thing. Now I'm going to go in and add the upper eyelid. We're going to start over on the left. We're just going to curve this up above the eye. And pull that down on the inside. And then we'll draw the edge of the lower eyelid just underneath. Let's start on the left. So curve this down and bend that in towards the bottom of the eye. And do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to move up and layer in the eyebrows. From the inside of the eye, we're going to step in, draw a straight angled line, going up and then out. Line this up on the right. Do the same thing. I'm just going to flatten off the end with a short angled line. And then we'll go back to the inside and curl up the brow. Starting on the left, just draw a curve coming in and then up. Now I'm going to go back and add a little bit more detail to the eyes. Let's trace out the iris along the inside. Starting from the top. Just going to leave an even spaced gap all the way around. And then we'll add a diamond shape in the center of the pupil. Start with the top, coming down and out towards the side. And come back down and in towards the middle. Now from the bottom of the eyelid, we're going to move to the center, step down, start with a point, just to indicate the bottom edge of the nose. Now on the left side, we're going to angle up and out with a short line, go to the right, and do the same thing. And then just below the nose, we're going to draw a straight line going across the mouth. And we'll bend down the corners, coming down and out with a short line. Let's move back out to the side of the head, draw an angled line, coming down and then in towards that bottom line on both sides. And then from the bottom of the jaw, we're going to step up, we're going to curve down, and then bend that in just underneath the mouth on both sides. Now I'm going to loosely block in the shape of the scar on the right side. So let's start from the top of the head, curve this in and then down, curve up above the eyebrow, and then down towards the side of the head. Let's go out to the side and start working in the hair. We're going to start from the left side of the head, curve this down and then out on both sides. And then from the end, curve in and then up. And then from the top, we're just going to curve this up and then in towards the top of the head. Let's draw the bottom of the earlobes. On the side of the head, we're going to step out, come down, and then just bend that in towards the side of the head. Now you want to brush the hair over towards the right. So let's start from the center and curve this up, then bend that down. Now from here we're going to come down and then out. Let's pull this back in towards the side of the head. Come down and then in. Now we're going to go back up to the center, curve this up, and then bend that down. Round up the end, go back up, and we'll tuck that back in towards the side. Let's add another point. Starting from the center, go up, then out, curve in, and then down. Now I'm going to make our way back over towards the left side. Let's start back in the center, just bend this out towards the left, and then back over towards the right. I'm just going to curl this back up, and then just tuck this down in behind. Let's add another one. We're going to step over from the center, curl this out, round this out, pull that in, go up towards the top, and then pull that down in behind. Let's go back and add another point in this open gap. We're going to start up here, curve down, and then out, come down, and then in. And now we're going to work in the left side. Starting from here, curve up, and then down. Just going to round this out and pull this up, come down, and then in. And then we'll add another point in between. Starting up here, come down and out, come down and in. Let's close off the left side. Starting from the top of this curve, we go out, up, and across towards the right. Come down and then in. And then from the side, we're going to go out, bend that in, move down towards the side, go out, and then in. Let's go back down and add in those earrings. Just underneath the earlobe, we're going to start with a straight line going across. Line this up on the right. Now from the sides, we're going to draw two straight lines going all the way down. And then we'll close off the bottom. Let's line this up on the right. Let's go underneath the head and draw on the side of the neck. We're going to start on the left, draw a straight line coming down. Do the same thing on the right. Now I'm drawing the top edge of the collar. We start over on the left side, curve down, and then back up, step down, and draw that twice. And then halfway between the top and bottom of the neck, I'm just going to angle the shoulders, coming down and out. Once we're happy with the proportions of our drawing, we're going to go back in and lightly erase some of these guidelines. Now we're going to go back in with the tip of our pencil and start adding some details. We're going to add a chiseled edge around the eyes. Let's start from the top left. Just adding some faceted edges going all the way around because the eyes aren't perfectly circular. And then tracing out that diamond shape in the center of the eye. I'm adding a shadow along the top half of the eye, coming in towards that diamond. And then shading in that inner circle. And we just want to fade this out along the bottom edge. Just lightly feathering that out. And we'll go back and just blend that out. We're going in and just darkening up the eyelid, just giving it some thickness. Now going in and adding some shape to the eyebrows. I'm going with the side edge of my pencil and just adding some shadow just underneath the eyebrow toward the eye. Just pulling that in on the inside. Now we're going back and just adding some shape to the outside of the head. You can see that I'm going back and forth from left to right, just to ensure the proportions are balanced. And working my way up along the left side. Just got a little point along the inside of the hairline. Just working our way up and towards the middle. And over towards the right. Now, working with this shape that we created at the beginning, let's start adding some detail. Starting from the very top, pull this around. We're just adding some points along the way. Almost like half ovals and half circles. Working our way over towards the right side of the head. Going back up to the top and working in the inside. And then we'll go in with the side edge of our pencil and just darken up that detail. Now we're going to go in and just trace out the hair. And just fading that out as we come up towards the top of the hairline. Now we're going to go in and just add an even shade to the entire hair area. Now we're going in and just tracing out the earrings on the outside. And then from the center, draw a straight line going up towards the earlobe. And we'll trace out the outside of the ears. And we'll add some detail to the earrings, starting with that top line, going back and shading that in. And then from the center, curve out toward the left, and then back in toward the middle. Same thing on the right side, and fill that in. Straight down the center. I'm just going to angle this down and out toward the left and right side. And we'll lightly shade in the bottom. Now we're just adding some lines radiating out from the center. Start with that center line, go up in an angle, a couple more times along the top. And we'll do the same thing along the bottom. We'll go back and add a little bit of shadow on the top edge of the ear. And I want to tuck the neck in behind the collar. So we're going to start with the top on the side. I'm just going to overlap the collar, just extending that out on the side of the neck. And then from the ends, we're just going to curve this up and in towards the side of the neck. Let's come down the side of the collar. And we'll connect the ends with a curve. I'm just adding a drop shadow just underneath the head, along the neck, and just fading that out. And this will help pull the head forward in our page. And just lightly shading in the collar. I'm just using the side edge of my pencil to add a little bit of shadow along the inside edge of the hair. Just leaving a little bit of a rim along the outside. Now I'm just going to fade that out as we come in towards the center of the head. See, I'm trying to keep that light edge along the left side of the hair. I'm just adding that shadow on the right side. And as we get near the end of our drawing, I'll continue to add some shadow to the hair and also along the side of the head. And that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Tanjiro. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.